Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is certainly going in the right way, I would say. Today, CPI data caused that volatility that I talked about in the last video earlier today. Remember that, CPI was supposed to come out, and it came out and generated some serious volatility here in the market. Definitely on the positive side. Just adding to my thesis that we could have bottomed already there in wave 4. That was the blue count on the smaller time frame. We can take a look at the microstructure in a minute. What hasn't happened so far is a wave 2 pullback. So it's simply going at the moment with the short-term trend, which was up already yesterday. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at pivots, resistances. But you can see here on the daily time frame, the market is now reaching that trend line. Or actually, it has reached that trend line that I put onto the chart. I think it was yesterday. Now, having a trend line here on the daily chart isn't great because, how do you draw it? Like this. But I don't think it's broken yet. It's certainly where the market could find some resistance. Or if we get a breakout, that would be a signal, right? Don't forget that we still want to see one more rally in Q1 to 130K. That was my thesis, is still my thesis. The main question is just, do we get another low or not? It's becoming less and less likely, especially with a break above this B wave high at around 102,500. Yeah, if we get that break and it's not broken yet, that would be further confirmation because we could still see this to the downside as a so-called 1-2 setup and then wave 3, 4, 5. But that wouldn't be great for the altcoins, right? So you know that a lot of the altcoins deep in support, really ready to turn around. So that would destroy them. If the low is in, then Bitcoin should confirm that soon. It's already looking like it. It is the assumption, but it needs to be confirmed. From a structural point of view, that the price needs to hold a higher low in the next pullback. Now that hasn't happened yet. Okay, I can't tell you when that pullback will happen. Well, another way of confirming it, at least locally, would be a break above that B wave high at that last swing high there around 102,500. So, and then overall, and that's important, that's what people sometimes then tend to forget, is that once we get to 130K, and maybe even a bit before that, we should form a major top. Yeah. So we are we are now in a period where the price could just start that last rally we've been waiting for in this cycle. So we'll of course stay close to it, all right? And I will double down on that if we form one more high. I myself have not taken profits yet on my core position, but I will do that once we form one more high. Once we get into new all-time high territory, then I will start to take more profits on my core position. I have avoided that so far, and I will certainly not sell everything, but I will start to DCA out. Okay, now let's take a look at the short-term chart for Bitcoin. See. Oops. Click on the short-term chart. So yeah, certainly going a little higher than initially expected in this move to the upside. On the other hand, I warned you about the volatility and that waves can go into the extremes on a day like that. It did go up though. Yeah, we did not start the wave 2 pullback yet. And that again adds further weight to the blue scenario. It is 5 waves up, and even the 5th wave has a well-defined 5-wave structure. But I need to see a signal to indicate that a wave 2 pullback could unfold. Okay, so for now, the trend is still up, and it's even picking up further upside momentum. Now, on the Solana chart, I already mentioned in one of the updates I sent through this afternoon on Discord that we could already be in a 3rd wave. What if this move up was a wave 1, and this here was just like a wave 2? And we're now already in the 3rd wave. We do a 4 and 5, and we go up more directly. That's of course possible, right? That's of course possible. So at the moment, I can only highlight the relevant risk levels that keep the uptrend intact, and I will adjust the support area until we get a local top. For now, the support area is down here between 91,640 to 96,230. There's no sign wave 2 has started. Now, of course, the market can still grind higher more directly, right? So earlier today, I communicated this would be the key level to watch. Well, we can now upgrade that to the last swing low. So that means it takes minimally a break below that swing low at 98,000. 1 second. Yeah, it's now 98,650 to indicate that a top has formed. I mean, that without a price, without the price breaking below 98,650, there's absolutely no signal that a top is in place. So that's the last swing low. And against that, we can extend higher. I mean, I don't know how high it goes, right? We don't want to guess, and we don't want to stay in the way of such a trend. I can tell you that we are currently trying to break above the trend line, and the next resistance level will be up here, this swing high at around 102,750. This will be the B wave high, an important one. So we'll see if we take that out as well. At some point, it will become less likely that this is actually a 5-wave move up. We might have already formed the 1-2 setup, but it will be difficult to identify because there is no deep pullback. I mean, there have been structures we could identify, but if the 1-2 is already hidden here somewhere, it would have been a very, very shallow wave 2 pullback. That happens sometimes, but we'll see. We'll see. It depends on where the price will form a top. For now, we're still below that B wave high and below the below the green line, basically. That would be the next objective for the bulls to take out. But it's now way overextended. The question is just, does it morph into a different structure on the micro level, which of course doesn't have any impact on the larger time frame thesis. It would rather confirm that one more high in Q1, right? That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.